Well, it is something none of us like to think about. How will you or a loved one die?
Do you understand the decisions you'll have to make or how to prepare when a loved one is reaching their final days? News Channel 5's Carolyn Schofield joins us now from Stewart with more on preparing for the end. Carolyn?
Well, Kelly and Michael, this is a story that's close to my heart. My dad was just 65 years old when he passed away, and we never came up with a plan for his final days. And I think my family will always wonder if what we chose for him was the right decision.
Richard Schofield could spend all day working in the yard. He could drive from Florida to Minnesota without stopping to sleep. And my dad could grill up the best burger you've ever tasted. He lost the ability to swallow last year, and doctors diagnosed him with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. His booming voice got weak, followed by his legs and his lungs. During a December hospital stay, my father stopped breathing. With no direction, no paperwork to tell them otherwise, the staff intubated him, connecting my dad to a network of machines. We spent Christmas morning opening gifts, his presents sitting in his empty chair. That afternoon, we had to make a decision, how my father should die.
It's an enormous amount of pressure on a family member. What is the right decision? You're trying to make a life and death decision sometimes for another person in a way, and that's hard to do.
Andrew Passeri is on the board of directors for Treasure Coast Hospice. His entire family has advanced directives, instructions about what kind of end-of-life care they want. Passeri says his daughter brought up the conversation on a sunny Sunday afternoon when no one in the family was sick.
Everybody around the table said, well, what would your wishes be? What would you want to happen? And we just did it.
But many people, even some patients here at Treasure Coast Hospice, don't have advanced directives. In Florida, an advanced directive can be as simple as a conversation, no lawyer required. There are forms you can download for free off the internet. They allow you to designate a surrogate and make decisions about hospice care and organ donation. This is not a do not resuscitate form. Paramedics and hospital workers are still required to provide CPR unless you have that separate directive. This is a plan for what happens when injury or illness can't be cured. Advanced directives can be changed at any time, and Dr. Bernice Burkhardt says hospice workers always talk about the plans before they're carried out.
Many times, even though it's already there, and it does make it a lot easier because the patient's family can then advocate for them in that respect, you do need to revisit it and just make sure that everyone is still okay with it and that they understand that now is the time.
My dad didn't have an advance directive, and we never talked about his end-of-life plans, even after he was diagnosed with a terminal disease. It may have been fear or denial among all of us.
Loss is loss. It always hurts. It's so challenging that you can't think clearly.
Now my mom has a plan for when it's her time to say goodbye.
Now, for more information on end-of-life planning and those forms you saw in the story there, you can go to our website, WPTV.com. Reporting live in Stewart, Carolyn Schofield, WPTV News Channel 5.